pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ask for a moment of silent reflection, keeping all our military personnel on this Veterans Day weekend in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you very much. Agenda approval. Does anybody have anything to add to the agenda?
Yeah, question though, do we want to approve the minutes from the preliminary budget public hearing on November 9th?
Sure.
It's in front of us. Add that, please.
And on mine, the sewer use agreement.
And under new business, can I do that one?
Yeah.
Under new business, schedule a public information meeting to address issues in favor and opposed to short-term rental.
Okay. Agenda approval as amended.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Approval of the minutes from the October 23rd regular town board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
I abstain.
Yeah, you got it.
Abstain, I was not here.
One abstention. So moved. Approval of the November 9th public hearing for the budget.
Move to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Abstract of claims, Councilman Guyven.
This is a motion. I move to approve the regular abstract of claims number 23-02923 through 23-03133 and recommend the payment in the amount of $360,995.71 plus the post audit of $12,097.93.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
It was a breeze.
Department head statements. Tamara, anything from the clerk's office? Tim, anything from building inspectors? Jackie, you're on the thing. Bill, anything? Jeff, anything?
I brought in the 2024 sewer use agreement, and Attorney Bax has reviewed it, and it's for your signature.
Okay. So do we need to approve the sewer use agreement or just for me to sign it?
Both.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the sewer use agreement?
So move.
Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye. And a motion for the supervisor to sign it.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. I also just want to point it out that it's put into the budget for 2024 that sewer rates will go up 5 cents per 1,000 gallons.
Okay, thank you. Mitch, anything?
Yeah, I gave each one of you 3 proposals for bleachers for Lewiston Nov.
Yeah. Now, I was talking to Tim about these today. Are you going to pour concrete under them, or are they going to go on the grass?
Well, either first is to get them together and then
Figure it out
figure
afterwards?
out what we want to do.
Okay.
And then we could figure out what size, if they did want to put concrete down there, we could figure out what size pads we need after we get it together.
So I need a motion. It looks like Park Warehouse is the low bid at $11,636.44.
Yep.
Okay. Can I
Move
get-
for approval as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Good?
Good.
Anything from the water department? Nothing? Okay, good. Melinda Olick,
Yes, I'm here.
go ahead.
Okay, well, tomorrow we have a fall prevention workshop. It's kind of like an exercise program, but she talks about, how to stay steady and not trip over things and things like that. And then Wednesday is our Thanksgiving lunch. You needed to order ahead, so I don't think we have any extra. And then Friday the 17th at 1 p.m. we're having flower arranging. And kind of exciting, on next Wednesday, the 22nd, we're having a harp and cello concert at 11 a.m. Don't want to miss that. And then the following week, the 29th, 11 a.m. is the Lewiston Nov concert.
Okay.
Very busy, lots going on.
Awesome. Yeah, every time I go by, there's a full parking lot.
Yeah, I've been paying people to park there, so it's busy.
What's the status
Just kidding.
of the lights?
Oh, it's still a work in progress, so.
Melinda, what time is tomorrow event, Tuesday's event?
They start serving about 11:30.
No, the
11:45.
exercise program.
But you
Tomorrow.
know, you can come in before that and have a cup of coffee and chit chat with the seniors.
Well, he asked what time was the exercise program?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was talking about the lunch. That's at 1 p.m., the fall
Okay.
prevention workshop.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Tim Smith?
Good evening, Board. Couple things, just to go over the past, our trunk or treat went very well this year. I know Mr. Supervisor, Mr. Broderick was there, we had a lot of people there, it was a lot of fun. Lego night was great as well. We actually are doing one in Sanborn during the Wheatfield break, and then we're actually gonna bring the Lego night back in April because it's such a great response from here, the residents wanna do it again, so. Those went well, we have our craft night coming up, our gingerbread making house contest coming up, card making, so we're very busy. Breakfast with Santa, plus we have our skate nights that are coming up. We actually, right now have 3 spots left open for sponsors, so 7 out of 10 are taken, which is a great response from the town, so. I did submit approval for 3 seasonal hires. If you guys got those.
Would you like to do those right now, Tim, while you're there?
If we can, before we go into the other,
Okay.
if you don't mind, is that okay?
Yes, Mr. Smith would like to hire 3 recreation aides for the winter recreation season. Sherry Schmoll, recreation aide at $15 per hour. Emily Quitter, recreation aide at $15.50. And Connor Quitter, recreation aide at $14.50. That's a motion to hire those 3.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Just to clarify, they'll be starting their hours on November 24th. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
And Tim, make sure they have their paperwork all in.
Correct, thank you very much. Will do. And I also submitted to the board a quote for getting TeamSnap, a new website for the town of Lewiston Recreation. Our current website, may I say it?
Yeah.
It is www.newportsports.com. It's very difficult to promote our town of Lewiston Recreation when Newport's on there, and this has nothing to do with Newport, but having all of our functions, we'd like to have our own website here for the town of Lewiston. Looking at a bunch of websites for what we do, TeamSnap does offer us plenty more of what we're looking for. In other words, what it's going to basically do for the town of Lewiston Recreation Program, it's going to be very transparent, it's going to be very fluent, and it's going to be open communication. This website we can use not only for our baseball program, but for all of our camps and all of our events that go on. So as far as registration, we can have all those. And then what it does, it allows us to see people that have paid, haven't paid, the money flows that come in and out of it. It can be very transparent. And we can allow who sees that, who doesn't see that. And what I mean by that, for example, say Mr. Bax is a coach for one of his teams for baseball, we can allow him to see his team and all the teams that are in his league. So if he needs to contact another coach, he has all his contact information for his parents and everything else. He could see that. Mitch's team will be able to see all of our cancellations, all of our rescheduling, all of our games that are coming up each week for all of our games. Again, we can do all of our registration. With that, when you sign administrations for this and you allow the access of it, which I would highly recommend, and all it is a free app to get on TeamSnap, is to have the board on TeamSnap. You guys can see everything. In other words, all the money that does come in, transfer, all of our activities, everything that's going on for our camps, all of our baseball, all of our events, you can see all those. If the games rescheduled, if we have an air quality alert that's going on, we have to move our kids from outside to inside, you guys will get updated. A lot of our parents don't see those emails. We had those problems earlier this summer. So what this will do, it'll streamline right away. A parent will see, okay, we're indoors, or we're at Lewiston Nov 1 today, we take our kids over there. So it's that open line of communication. It just streamlines everything, makes everything easier for all of us here in the town.
Well, and I know when Tim and I talked originally, one of the things that we're lacking is our website. I mean, it's one of the things I've received complaints about over the years from parents and how outdated it was, and just needed a revamp. So, I talked to Tim about this. So basically, what I need is a motion to allow our recreation department to use TeamSnap at a cost, or an initial cost of $4,150.
I'll make that motion.
If I may interrupt, I'm sorry about that. Funding wise,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
You guys know that?
Yep.
Yes,
Mhm.
okay,
Yep.
sorry.
Yep. So we have a motion. Can we get a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. And that's the original setup, was the 4150, right?
Yeah, the original setup, and then you have to get the domain from GoDaddy, which is $4.99 for the first year, so.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Awesome.
$4.99.
Awesome.
I want to make sure it's there. $4.99.
Good.
All right.
Thanks, Tim.
All right.
Thanks, Tim.
So nothing under old pending business, new business. What Mr. Guyban was talking about, we have a moratorium right now on short-term rentals. As part of us creating a new law with short-term rentals, we will have to have public hearings. This is not one of those public hearings. This is strictly an informational public information setup that we want to do at our next board meeting on the, when is our next board meeting? The 27th. On November 27th, we'll do it right at 6 o'clock, and we ask everybody and anybody who wants to speak either in favor of short-term rentals, against short-term rentals. I know there's different opinions on the board about short-term rentals. We want to hear everybody's opinion, and we don't want to drag this out. We'd like to have a decision before our moratorium expires. We hate to extend the moratorium, but we're asking for that at our next regular town board meeting on the 27th of November, right at 6 o'clock. We'll advertise it, but it is not a legal criteria. It's just something the board is interested in hearing the public's opinion on short-term rentals. So that'll be...
And if anyone cannot attend, they can submit a written statement.
Yep.
It'll be put in the file.
And I already have some emails that I can read as well, so we can enter. So that'll be at 6 o'clock at our next meeting.
And question,
Yeah.
for the record, when does our moratorium expire?
I'm not sure the exact date. Do you
It's
know how the
February,
exact...
though, isn't it?
Yes, I believe it's after the first of the year.
I think it's February sometime.
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems like we're moving in a timely manner, but we're not any, like, under the gun to, like, make a snap decision.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. And then moving on to Supervisor Broderick, we have 2023 budget revisions. Jackie, Finance?
Yes, in your board package, I included, there were 8 budget revisions that I asked for your approval, and one of those on there is to cover the recreation work that is done.
I had a chance to talk to Jackie about this today. Move for approval as presented.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Also tonight, I asked the board to adopt the 2024 budget, which is before you on the guidance.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Real quick, I just want to give, before we approve it, I want to give Jackie, our finance director, and all the department heads kudos for working hard on this budget. It came in probably the smoothest budget that we've had in the 8 years that I've been on the board. There was not one single complaint from a department head in regards to the budget, and I just want to give Jackie a lot of credit working hard on the budget. So with that, I will ask for we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you.
I myself would also like to thank you and the board and the department heads for working together so well to help produce such a well-balanced budget and always putting the residents in the forefront. So thank you all.
All right.
Moving on to Councilman Guyben. We already took
No
care of it.
additional.
Yes. Councilman Jacoby.
I have one thing we received from Upper Mountain Fire Company request to add the following individual as a new member to the Upper Mountain Fire Company, and that is Aaron Longo, and he's from right here in Lewiston, New York. I make that as a motion?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And that's all I have, Mr. Supervisor.
Councilman Morial.
We already took care of the sewer use agreement.
Okay, Councilman Myers.
There's a forwarded an email from Donna from the Sandalwood Lewiston HOA. The residents of Sandalwood HOA request 2 additional streetlights should be considered for our complex. Residents are concerned with lack of lighting on Bridle Path and Hackney Lanes, and will soon have additional traffic flowing through our streets with the Essex complex being constructed. Safety is a concern for people walking their dogs, etc., and the additional lighting could be placed in front of 2515 Bridle Path and 5214 Paddock Lane. I think for consideration from the Board of Directors of Sandalwood HOA. So, in doing that, what's the process of
So
making that?
Bob Lannon's already working on the street lighting at Essex, which includes an intersection with Sandalwood. And then basically our town policy is intersections, dangerous curves, and cul-de-sacs. So we can go up and look at, I like that they put 2 addresses up there, so we can go look at the 2 addresses and we'll have a yay or a nay right from the get-go, whether it meets the town code, so. Okay, we'll look into it.
That's all I have.
Okay. Excellent. So announcement, town offices will be closed November 22nd and 23rd for the Thanksgiving holiday. And our upcoming board commission meetings is the Historic Preservation on November 14th at 5:45 p.m. Environmental Commission, November 14th at 7 p.m. Planning Board, November 16th at 6:30 p.m. And the regular town board meeting, November 27th at 6 p.m. With that, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. Can I have a second?
Second, oh, I'm sorry, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.